Okay. Settle down, guys. We need to make sure that everybody is signed in. Right, who have we got? Jamie, are you here? Have you signed in? Have you completed your risk assessment? Have you got your hard hat? You need to have your hard hat. Who else? Red. Welcome, Red. Are you wearing your high vis? It's very important that you bring your high vis to work with you. Can't be working on a building site without the correct safety gear. So I hope you gents learnt from last time. Looking at you, Red. Need to make sure you got the steel toe cap shoes. Very, very important. Welcome to. I'm very excited to play this game. I haven't yet played it. I've just watched it. And the nice thing about it as well, you can play it with up to 1 to 12 people, which is just bonkers. Bonkers! Should we get started and have a cheeky little look? Let's talk you through how this one works. I feel like usually I have more to say at the start, but today I'm like, no, let's go. Let's build. We are in 1950s America, and we are building a housing development of different little communities with pools and forests and the occasional roundabout. And we have to try and build as many houses as we can whilst also completing development goal cards. It's really nice because I've watched a playthrough of this as multiplayer, and then I've also watched a playthrough as solo, and there's very little difference between them. So it's a nice game to show you because the solo rules are not that dissimilar to the standard rules. Now, this is your development. When you play this as actual, if you have the game, because it's like a roll and write, so you have to fill the piece of paper in and then you cross off things, you write numbers. By the end of the game, you have to get rid of that, recycle that piece of paper. You get to fill in the name of your town, and I was going to call this Dimpletown, but it's not giving me the option. It's just called it Dungeons and Dimples. So during the game, we are trying to work towards these 3 goal cards. We're trying to build housing estates. Whilst we're also building our housing estates, we're trying to make sure there's enough greenery and that we also have plenty of pools. And they're kind of your 3 main ways for making points in the game. So for my housing estates, I'm trying to work towards having 2 5s, a 3 and a 6, a 2, a 3 and another 5. So these are groups of houses that I have written the numbers on. So filled houses with fences either side to seclude them off as a little housing estate. As I play, I also get the chance to add pools on. So if I put a number on a house that has a pool, while I have a pool action, I get to gain an extra pool and cross off one of these boxes. As you go through, you'll cross off the lowest number, and the amount of points you get throughout the game will go up. So we have got 3 piles of housing cards, and we have in total 79 cards. On our turn, we get 3 to choose from. They'll have a number on the front, so we need to pick a number, and then they also have an action, and you can see the action in the top right hand corner. So we've got a forest action, a fence action, and a forest action as again. So we are going to pick a number and we're going to pick an action. So we're going to pick 2 cards each time. So say for example, I might want the number 14 and I might want the forest action. I might want the number 11 and I might want the forest. I might want number 15 and I might want the fence. So I'm going to pick a number and an action, a bonus. So we're going to build those houses in ascending order, lowest number to highest. And we're going to try and also build as many pools and forests as we can. I did have number 15 voted for. Just would like number 15. I don't think Just told me if she would like a forest or a pool. So we might pick up a picket fence instead. We're going to need a few of those. So the great thing about the number 15 is because the houses only go up to number 15, you can perfectly place them at the end of a row and not lock yourself out of any number spaces. because you can only put down houses from 1 to 15. So let's place number 15 down and let's use a picket fence to start creating one of these housing estates. To make an estate, you need to have a fence on either side of a set of houses which have all got numbers written in them. So let's start by making a number 5. So I'm going to write my number here on number 15, and I'm going to place my fence, that's 5 houses, there. Because the end of the row, because that's got a solid thick wall, that counts as the other side of your housing estate. So I've created an estate of 5. This is going to be helpful for completing some of these end of game order cards, my city plans, but it's also going to be helpful because at the end of the game, all of my housing estates of 5 give me 5 points. I can make them more pointful, and for that, I'm going to need to use this special ability on a card. Let's see if it comes up. I think it might be about to. Right, we've got number 6, number 10, and number 7. Will wanted number 7, and he wanted a pool. So we're going to take number 7, and we're going to take a pool. Okay, let's see. Where's a good place to put number 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that's a bit risky. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh. I don't actually think there's a good place for 7 and a pool. But I think Will's abandoned me to go and watch a film, so I'm not sure he's going to get his wish anymore. Let's see. Let's instead go for 10 and let's boost one of our estates. So I've done 15 here. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I might do 10 here, and then I'm going to increase how many points a 5 house estate is going to get me by crossing off the bottom one of these. Now each of my 5 house estates are worth 6 points. The reason I'm trying to increase my 5 house estates is because with my city plan cards, I'm going to need at least 3 5 house estates. So I may as well improve their score. There's a dog on this card. Well, we might have to get ourselves a dog. Let's get a dog. I'm going to get a dog, and we're going to get... what else do we need? We need 5s. And we need 3s, and we need 6s. So I'm going to put my number 2 here. And I'm going to get another fence. Build another housing estate. I'm going to put number 2 here. Because there are 1s in the deck. So at some point I'll put a 1 in there. And let's make this a 3, shall we? Let's go. Right. Got 8, 9. Let's take number 9 and fill this slot in. So I'm going to take number 9. Did anyone have house number 9? Oh, Red, you had house number 2. There you go. You have a dog with yours. You don't have a pool, but I might try and build you another house later. Nobody had number 9. And there's no pool there, so I'm going to improve the forest. Now, when you increase the number of forests in your street, you get to cross off one of these forest spots. And you're going to score points at the end of the game for the next number shown in each forest section. So these forests are currently going to give me 2 points. Oh, let's take number 11. D-pad Danny, it's time for your house. And you wanted a forest. I can give you a forest. I'm going to put D-pad Danny's house there. And there's another forest for you. See, people complain about builders all the time, but here we are, making your foresty dreams come true. Well, now I'm in a little bit of a predicament here, because I kind of wanted to continue going with this section. I might build a little 2 estate here. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I just wouldn't be able to put a number 1 down. So for this one, I'm going to need a 2, a 3, and a 5. So let's start building towards my 2. I can use this. Now this allows me to adjust the number on my house. I can either make it 2 less or 2 more, or 1 less or 1 more than the number I currently have. So I could do that and turn this into a 1. Or I could just give myself some more points. Let's do some more points. Let's get some more points for my 5 house estates. So we're going to put number 2 there. And we're going to increase. Our 5 house estates are now worth 7. Pretty high value. 3, perfect. Ooh, not only do we have a number 13, but we also have a pool. So to gain the benefit from a pool card, you need to have placed your number on a house with a pool. Then a cool little pool ladder symbol comes in. And we can cross out the bottom number on the pool chart. And so at the end of the game, at the moment, I'm going to be getting 3 points. It's also really nice because it keeps a running total of your score. So I've currently got 4 points for my forest, 3 points for my pool, and I've got a completed housing community of 5, so I get 7 points for that 5. These are negatives. So if I was playing the advanced rules, I could build a roundabout, and that would lose me points. But it would allow me to restart my numbers again. So I could start from number 1 again on the other side of the roundabout. These are here if I am just unable to place a house. If my housing application gets denied, I have to cross off one of these boxes. And if I end up having all 3 of these crossed off, then I lose the game. The bis is when, you know when you have houses and you've got like number 7 and you've got number 7B. This is to make a house a number 7B so that you can place 2 houses next to each other with the same number. We've got 12, 13 and 14, so we may as well start building on one of these. And if I was to take the number 12, I could put a pool here. Oh no, 12 is the pool. Okay, let's take... I could take a bis and lose a point. Or I could take an improvement. Let's take an improvement. So I'm going to place number 13 and do an improvement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm going to place 13 there. And I'm going to improve... This time, let's improve my groups of 3. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take number 15 because number 15 will fit nicely here. And I'm going to build a forest. This is Just's house. So Just is going to be there. And we get an extra forest on this row as well. Right, we can take a number 1. We can put number 1 here. It does mean we're going to miss out on a pool. So I might hold off. Could put 11, 12 there. Get number 10. Get number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably put a 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still need to make a 6. Stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this has to be perfect. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a number 6. Let's build a fence. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to have your houses in ascending order. And let's build a fence. So this is my 3. That's one of my 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could be my 6. So let's make this another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Nice. Getting my houses in order. That is right. I'm also trying to think of what colour scheme I'm going to go with these houses. You know, white wood paneling is very pleasant. But I do also appreciate dragon scales. So I think with the right carpenter, I could mimic a dragon scaling throughout all of my houses. What do you think? Anyone fancy some dragon scales on the outside of their house? We could also do a beach effect. And I could just throw sand at your windows. We could have mountainside views. And I could chuck some rocks on the top. A mushroom house? I do believe I could. What I'll do is I'll leave some old Chinese food in the fridge. for 4 to 6 weeks, and then we will have some mushrooms ready for you in your house. Maybe take a mask. Jamie says dragon scales sounds awesome. There we go. Dragon scales coming your way. Now, I can put number 12 here. I don't have a pool though. So let's build number 5, because number 5 can go in here. And I can take a forest. Nobody's claimed number 5 yet. Still a house to be had. There we go. Now, when you're playing the one-player game in this, at some point you will reveal the halfway mark card. And when this card appears in your deck, so this is, you start with a deck of, I think it's like 79 cards, and you split them into 3. When you turn over this card, it means that all of your city plans get flipped over. When you're playing against more than one person, you don't flip these over until someone has completed one of them. The first person to complete them gets the higher number, then they get flipped, and everybody else can only get the lower number. Which is why when you get to the halfway mark and they all turn over, it's to signify that time is running out and you can only get the second reward on each card. We are going to build number 7. Ooh, we're filling up this 9. This line very satisfyingly. I like this. Okay, number 7. Now, I could break this up into, I do need a 2 and a 5. So if I broke this up into a 5 and a 2, then I've got a 5, a 5, a 2. So a 5, a 2, and a 3. Then a 5 and a 5. And then I just need a 3 and a 6. Okay. 13. 6 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's take a 6. And let's take a pool. I could put a pool here. 6, 7. Yeah. Let's put a pool here. Ah, nice. I built a pool. Yes, please. Fabulous. Pool is now worth 6 points. Okay. Oh, it's a trash panda. I would like to have the trash panda house. So we are going to get number 4. We're going to take a forest. We're going to pop it here. There we go. Build a park. Whose house haven't we built yet? We've got Jamie's house. So Jamie's got his house. We've built Red's house. We've built Red's house twice, but we still haven't got Red a pool. We do need to work on that. Pedro, we haven't built Pedro's house yet. Or Legend's house yet. We have built Jess's house. We built Will's house, but we've got his pool. We built Katie's house and we did put her pool in, which is great. Time Roller. Oh, we still need to make Time Roller's house. D-Pad Danny, you have your house. Risto, we still need Risto's house. There's a perfect space for you here though, Risto. This is where you're going to be. You didn't say if you'd want a pool, but you're getting one. Ashley does not want to live anywhere. So she is going to live under this car, I think. And Profits, you're already sorted. You've got your house done. I feel like this has been a productive day at work, you know. Right, I can place a 2, a 3, or a 5. Ah! These aren't that great. Oh, I can place a 3. Let's build a 3. Okay, they're going to have to live without a pool, though. So I'm going to lose out on this pool because I haven't got a pool card to play. We've done our 2. I just need to finish the 3. I really need to finish this. And then I can tick off this card before we get to that halfway stage and all of my point cards get flipped over. None of these are a 1. There's an 8, which I need. I need to put Risto's house in there, but I did promise the man a pool, and there's no pool. Might just have to be poolless. But let's build a forest. Because now we're going to get 18 points for our park. Yeah. 18. Right, 5, 10, or 8. We need to start building up here. If I built a 10, 11, 12, that's quite restrictive. So let's take a 10. Let's do an improvement. Oh, actually, let's do an adjustment. So if you do one of these actions, you get to increase or decrease the value of your house by up to 2. So I'm going to make this a 12. Very nice. Now in the multiplayer game, the person who uses this ability the most, who crosses off the most of these, the solo card was drawn. All of my houses things get flipped. I wasn't quick enough. The person who crosses off the most number of these temp agencies will win 7 points. The next person will win 4, and the last person will win 1. When you're playing against yourself, you have to have crossed off 6 of them to get 7 points. But it's not a focus I've been going for. Ironically, the focus I've been going for, which is completing these, has also not helped me. Never mind. Right. We're going to do the temp agency again. So we're going to do a number 9, but we're going to buff it. We're going to make it an 11. I only have 27 cards. That's 9 turns left to go. It's quite a few though. Now there's an 11. So maybe if we go for... Try to make another 3. So hang on, we've got a 5, a 3 and a 2. A 5, a 5. We need a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6 and a 3. So this has got to be a 6. So I need to start building this. And let's put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put that there. And then we need to build a 3. I can do a 9. 4 I'd also need. Let's just check. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 houses left. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We are gonna put number 10 down. Here. Ooh, perfect. I guess we'll build another fence. I don't need another fence. Do a fence there. We have completed this one. So how do I complete it? Do I have to click on it? Because this number's supposed to appear down here. We'll figure it out. Oh, my house smells like pizza. Oh, number 4. Fabulous. We don't benefit from another forest, but I also don't want to change the number. 4 fits perfectly for what I need. I can validate this. Lovely. So I'm going to tick off this one and this one. They're going to make my 5. 4 extra points.